welcome to the show.
It ended a lot sooner than I expected for some odd reason. Because
everybody's lights are still red.
It's a different intro, yeah. So I wasn't used to it. So welcome to the Geekz. This is Alo.
This is Steve keeping it green.
And this is Sean to the break of dawn, transforming like Megatron. What's going on?
Yes.
The check cleared. I am back this week.
I was gonna say, like, we went into Hawk. I had to sell a lot of stuff to get that money wired to Sean.
Oh.
No, but seriously, how was your guys' week this week? I know Steve, you're looking a little under the weather.
Thank you. I'm glad to know that it's showing.
It's showing.
Still a little under the weather, but I'm here.
What's up, pal?
Al? Yeah, I said Al. I said Taylor. Al, sorry, Al.
Because you saw Al Tyler.
Yeah.
Sean, I watched that Steve McNair documentary.
Oh, you did?
About. I did.
Crazy, right?
It is, but it's still kind of. It didn't really. I don't know. It added some new elements, but not. It wasn't. It wasn't solid enough for me to buy in on a conspiracy. What's up, Taylor? What's up, Nate?
Really? Because I thought one thing, and then it didn't say all the other shit that was happening. I was like, oh,
right. But I still think it ended up with the girlfriend probably did it.
You think?
Or that guy who owned the gun. That's
that. Yeah,
I don't think it was his buddy.
No, I don't think it was his buddy either. But man, that shit looked real suspect though. All the way around looked suspect.
Yeah, it was interesting. It's interesting. I don't think it'll ever be solved. I think that's it. It's one of those unsolved mysteries.
They fucked up. They did everything was bad.
It's sad. It's just like that. Like watching Jeff Fisher talk about Steve McNair and kind of like everything. Like it's a sad story.
It is.
So if you haven't watched the Steve McNair documentary, it's on Netflix. It's less than an hour, so it's just about his death. Talks a little bit about
30.
I think it was like 50 minutes, somewhere around there. But it was an interesting documentary. I mean, like again, I think it gets good at the end. I think that's what it was. It was like for the first 40 minutes, it was like everything I already knew. Like, everything we heard in the news. But then at the end, when that other guy shows up who wrote a book, and it's like, well, they didn't talk about this guy, owned the gun. He was messing around with the girlfriend. He lied. And then it's like, it just kind of went to this whole different narrative with only 10 minutes to go in the documentary. And I think that's where I was at. I kind of wanted more.
There was a lot of stuff with the girl too that was just like, oh shit, like that was crazy. Like, you know what I mean? The boyfriend
McNair's messing around with a 20-year-old, and I'm like, come on, dude. Who worked at Dave and Buster's? Come on, dude.
What? Like, damn. Like, he was like, wait a minute, man, you could have. It didn't make any sense. It was just like, man, really? I don't know.
Yeah, it was interesting. So I watched that. Last night we went to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. So it's Halloween season here in Florida. All the theme parks have special Halloween nights. Next Friday night we're going to the Universal's Hollywood Halloween Horror Nights with all the haunted houses.
It's not just Florida. It's Halloween season out here in California too. So I think it's spread across the country. It's the only time where I'm happy when they start putting all holiday shit out early. Because the Halloween stuff is everywhere. And it's always, we buy Halloween shit and buy that as regular decorations. And that shit just stays up all year.
We have a Zero hanging out in front of our house, and I've left him out there all year. Because I'm like, he fits every holiday. It's Zero from,
Yeah, like our shower curtains, dead trees and graveyard, a graveyard, all year long.
Love it, Steve. Love it. It should be Halloween all year long.
It is. It's always Halloween.
I mean, Christmas
is done to a minimum here.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like the kickoff, the big kickoff. Once these theme parks have all their Halloween parties and stuff, because they go hard with the Halloween parties. Like even Disney, it was more kid centric, but it was fun. They give because they give everybody a trick or treat bag, and they give you so much candy. treat. Like the kids are swimming in candy already. Like I'm like, you don't even need a trick or treat on Halloween. You'll do something else. But it's cool because they do. You know, you get a lot of the stuff that you don't normally see. Jack Skellington shows up, Oogie Boogie, all that kind of stuff for Disney. And then next week, like I said, we're gonna go to Halloween Horror Nights. I'll have more on that because can't wait to. They have houses for A Quiet Place is a house. Insidious is a house. And I heard the Insidious house is terrifying. The people who went to it last night, they said it's one of the scariest houses they've had in a long time. They have a Ghostbusters house, and a whole bunch of other things. So can't wait to check out those houses next week.
You sound weird.
Yeah, your mic sounds weird.
I don't know what's going on. I bought a new mic and nothing's working right. So
We only got like the uck out of that word.
damn it! Did you
I don't
hear
think
me
it-
scream? Damn it!
Yeah, I think it doesn't like whenever you change like your pitch or like your volume level, like it doesn't react well to it.
No.
If you yell constantly,
What about now? Do I sound better now? Mic check 1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you sound a little bit
good.
better. Yeah, if you
Okay.
you got to be all up on that shit,
Oh,
bro.
I changed the setting, and it's a little ball, and I do, we'll leave it at that.
Okay, that's a little much. That's a little much there.
That's too much.
Sorry, I just said it's a little ball mic.
Again, last week I talked about my Fallout mods that I had added, and
Yes.
so I did actually go back and add the adamantium claws to the game. So now I like schnicked, and I fucking slice and dice. And the crazy thing is, once you get those things out, you run like super fast. It like turns you into like berserk mode. Your phone is activating your microphone again. And then, so yes, again, Fallout with the right mods can be your very own Marvel post-apocalyptic game. It's pretty fun. So
That is very cool. I'm intrigued.
Yes,
You'll see.
and the Captain America suit is still like the best armor. There's like no point in changing it. Crazy. And then we talked, and then the other thing that we did this week, because I've been sick, the other thing that was good was Star Geeks. We've been reviewing the Star Wars movies.
Yes.
We reviewed episode 1 this week, or episode 2 this week, and I've been having a lot of fun rewatching those. I've been having mixed feelings watching those because I feel differently than I felt about them before.
Yeah.
So it's been a fun ride. But when we were doing that show, I was talking to Ed Ed was talking about the new Star Wars game. And it's just funny that he's playing it, but he's like still looking forward to playing Starfield with Star Wars mods because it's fine, I guess.
I still haven't even started. I haven't even started playing the game yet.
I'm not interested.
It's a lot of bad shit going on with that thing, man. People aren't really happy about it. It should have been something else, and it wasn't. So
I'm just happy playing my Nintendo, so we'll just call it at that.
yeah.
Steve, so I can remind you, you forgot last week to give a shout out to the Horror Returns.
It's true, I did, and I apologize for that. I did join them to review Alien Romulus, and I always am a shitty person and forget to talk about that on the show. So
I mean,
I want to give a shout out to them.
Was their review different than ours?
No, what did we give it? We gave it all heroes.
Oh,
Yeah, we gave it all heroes.
It was universally liked on there as well. They are. I kind of like. I think Brian and maybe Lance agreed with me on like the placement of them, like in where you would rank them. But like Nez was all over the place. That boy put like 3 at like number 1. I was like, dang, you're crazy. That's it. That's it.
Number 1.
That's it. Thank you for stalling a little. That's what I watched this week. I rewatched Alien 3. It sucks. It still sucks. I rewatched it to make sure. And like, while it didn't open exactly how I thought,
What's up, Jason?
What's up, Jason?
What's up, Jason?
Like the deaths were handled in a kind of a cool way, cooler than I remember. It's still like the alien looks like shit, and like it's boring. The movie's boring. God,
Is that the one in the prison?
Yeah, the prison planet. It's boring. So much talking.
With
and then
Rock.
freaking and Terrence not Terrence Stamp. Is it Terrence Stamp? Who's the fucking guy? Who's the Lannister in Game of Thrones? Sean Terrence Stamp.
Stamp, yeah, I think so.
He's in there
Not,
as like, no, it ain't fucking Terrence Stamp. God damn it, what's his name?
I don't know. Well, keep talking.
He's in there as Ripley's love interest, and it just gets weird. She's like,
really?
She's like, do you like me? And he's like, what do you mean? She's like, it's Charles Dance.
Charles Dance, yeah.
He's like, in what way? She's like, in that way. You're like, what? And then like they bang, and I'm like, I waited all these years for Hicks and Ripley to do this, and Charles Dance comes in here and swoops on this. Come on, man, wild. Charles S. Dutton, everyone, a young Bill Tench is in there. Sean from Mindhunter.
Yeah.
He's got like a little teardrop tattoo, and he's like, he tries to rape Ripley. Charles Dutton murders him with a crowbar. All that, and the movie still sucks. It's still not good. It's boring. Sorry, Nez. Alien 3's poo-poo. Bottom of the list.
Dang.
I'd even put that lower than like Alien versus Predator.
That's crazy to me that he has it above Alien and Aliens.
Part 3? That's madness.
He loves
it,
Part 3.
He ranked it number 1.
Now. Okay, he's not here to defend himself, and I was sick all week, so maybe I'm tripping. But maybe it wasn't number 1, but it was certainly.
High
if it wasn't number 1, it was like number 2 or 3. It was way the fuck up there.
Please respond to this.
Yes.
It was madness.
Please respond to Steve calling you out. Please respond. We're joking. We love you, Nez.
We talked a lot about it on that show. I was like, what the fuck?
That's
craziness.
Awesome. Steve, you're talking about gaming and these mods and everything that you're working on now with these two games. Do you think at this moment in time we are probably at one of the worst ever times for gaming, period? Because like nothing is happening. 100%.
Nothing's coming out. Everything that's coming out, they're saying, 2026 to 2028, maybe 2030. You're like, what the fuck are we? Why do I even have this system? And all they're putting out is remastered versions of old games, and like all the new games that are coming out. I mean, we do get some good games, but there's no replayability, right? Like I'm still playing Fallout 4 right now, and Fallout 4 came out in 2016.
I ain't playing shit.
That's crazy. I'm already done with Starfield, which came out last year, and the only reason I went back to that was to fucking play it with mods. And there's just nothing else. Like, okay, so Jedi Fallen Order, Jedi Survivor, great games. No replayability. Once you play it, that's it. There's no reason to go back.
Well, and that's the thing, Taylor. I think there is. I don't know if it's a voice actor strike going on or what's going on, but even with that dip that recently happened,
that doesn't.
The last 3 to 5 years seems to have fallen apart. Like if. Outside of a handful of games, and of course, I'm gonna say like Super Mario Wonder, I thought it was a fantastic game. But again, it's not the greatest Mario game, but it was a fun Mario game. But like I'm looking at the big boys, right? Xbox and PlayStation. To me, the Xbox is dead. Outside of being able to play stuff with you guys,
all they've done is Madden. That's all they want to fucking focus on.
There's nothing for
Madden and Call of Duty.
It is like that Xbox Series X is a damn brick. Because most of these things that you're playing now on the Series X, you could have played on the Xbox One. Like a lot of these games are Xbox One games.
Yes and no, right? Like Fallout 4 is an Xbox One game, but it's been upscaled. It looks, and like my son's playing Fallout 4 on the Xbox One in the living room. So I can very easily go look at that and look how that game looks, and then come back out here to the game room and put it on the Series X. And it's, there's a big difference. There's a huge difference.
I get the difference in the visuals, but the game and the story, like if you played it on the X, exactly, and if you played it on that, I don't think you would lose anything. That's what I'm saying. Like the difference in quality in the graphics, and I guess that's what I'm getting to is like just because we have these machines that are upscaling everything to the nth degree, where everything looks almost hyper realistic for a lot of these things, it is not. it has not improved the storytelling, and it's actually not really even taking gaming to that next level that we all anticipated. You know, because I'm watching like Alex and them and all his friends, they're playing Fortnite and stuff, and I'm looking at these games, like that's where the bread and butter is. And those things, you could play that thing on a PS4, you could play it on a Xbox One, and they don't care. I mean, they're playing it on, he's playing on a PS5 and everything, but it's interesting. Like it looks like everything is crap. Like everything, like story wise, nothing is good. You know, like Sean, the fact that he's been talking about Outlaws for 6 months and now has no desire to play it at this moment is crazy to me.
I'm not rushing at it, to be honest.
And Nez is entered the chat.
There he is. It's terrible. I tried it. I rewatched it. I thought maybe I'm crazy. Nope.
Aliens 3. Yikes. Isn't it all orange? Like it has like
the whole color palette's orange. But like the alien is like superimposed. It's like it looks like stop motion animation from it looks like Clash of the Titans. I'm like, dang man, like why are we doing this? Like it already looked so good. Like you made it come out of a dog. You created your own problems. You didn't have to look like that. You could have put a dude in a suit, tried and true. Prisoner planet full of people, and you chose to make the alien come out of the one dog. Created your own bullshit problems.
So we know what Nez thinks the Alien 3, and then James said Alien 4 is way worse.
Oh, James, you have spoken, and you know what? Man, Alien. I had completely forgotten about Alien Resurrection, but I have no desire to go back and sit through that with Ron Perlman and
like mommy.
Yeah, it had that weird baby at the end with like the weird little nose, a little pig nose.
I would rather watch
she got
Halloween
sucked through that little
Resurrection.
Hole. I forgot about that. That was a bad movie. She had like the green nails. She played basketball.
Didn't she? Didn't she?
That was a basketball scene, Sean.
Ooh, I remember that shit, though.
Black people in space.
It was so bad. It wasn't Winona Ryder was in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. That was bad. Yikes.
Too funny.
Anyway, yeah, man, I'm out. There's no games. We're not playing. Yo, we used to play every weekend. We ain't play. There's nothing to play. It's pointless. I'm just like every Friday. I'm just like, what?
Alex is playing Red Dead. That's what he's been playing on the PS5.
If you guys had any interest in getting into Red Dead, that shit is so much fun when you're playing in a group
but again,
online.
When did Red Dead come out?
Doesn't matter.
I know, but
I get the point.
Yeah.
No, look, you made your point. It's fine. Yes, it sucks. We all agreed that we're in the worst time of gaming. You keep trying to prove the point that we all agreed with you before you started to prove it.
I'm just saying in general. You know, outside of what Spider-Man 2 was a really good game. Spider-Man was a good game.
I haven't played Spider-Man 2 yet.
Ghost of Tsushima, but again, these are PS4 games. So it's like, I'm looking at this gen and I'm like, I've invested in 2, next gen systems. And I'm like, they're just sitting there. Like, we're playing golf on the Xbox. I've played more golf than anything else.
It's true.
So, what are we doing? Witchboard 3? Whenever you want, Ned, let us know. What game? Is there an Orca 2? Because that would be a sequel we need to do.
He did. He loves Winona Ryder. See, Nez, but that's what I love about Nez. Nez loves a lot of stuff, but when he doesn't like something, boy, he don't like that shit. He'll tell you it's like trash.
All right, what else? I watched Twisters.
Oh yeah, so Steve gave his take on Twisters last week. Sean, what is your take?
I wish Glenn Powell's beady little eyes would have gotten sucked into one of those Twisters.
I liked it. I didn't have a problem with it. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't like 0 bad.
I didn't give it a 0.
Yeah, I give it a sidekick at best.
Yeah. That's why I gave it sidekick. But like you give it like it's fine as a sidekick. I'm like sidekick.
It's fine. It's not bad.
I want to give it a 0.
It's free. Well, it was free for me, so I watched it. It was okay.
It was free for me.
I didn't have to pay for it, so like I was fine with that. Like, you know, I wouldn't have wanted to go see it in the theaters, but overall, you know,
That movie tries to make you like country music, still don't.
it does not. Yo, I am not a country music guy, so let's be right there.
You know what? It sucked though. The crew sucked.
I like the crew.
No.
crew.
Who was the crew? Who stood out from the crew as
I like
anybody
the
important?
girl with the dreads. They made her like I liked her.
She did nothing.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. The crew wasn't great, but I don't think that the crew was great in fucking Twister either.
They were awesome.
I don't remember them.
You don't remember Philip Seymour Hoffman and Roach from People Under the Stairs and fucking Cameron from fucking goddamn Ferris Bueller's? Come on, man, get the fuck out of here.
You know what? My bad. Sorry, dog. I'm sorry. You woke me up, Steve. I'm sorry.
Dang, James said the new Crow movie is 0 bad.
I wasn't going to see that shit anyway.
You know what? I think we need to review it because of how much hate it's getting. I think we need to do a review.
I rewatched the first Crow last night. Still holds up. I still like that movie.
I'll be honest with you. I'm not a Crow fan. I don't care about the fucking Crow.
That movie rules, man. It's
like Crow is good though,
and it's what's awesome is like it's so like when the opening scene is like that city overshot, and it's a miniature. Like you can almost see the background warehouse. Like it's a miniature. And somebody took so much time and effort to make that thing. It looks so good.
Taylor said you're going to join us for what? The Crow, or the new Crow movie?
No, he wants to talk about the new Crow because he loves it. Loves it.
The new Crow movie?
I don't think he said he loved it, but I don't think.
I
think he said that it's not like the worst thing in the world. But
well, James has spoken, and James gave it a 0.
So I think we need James and Taylor then. James Taylor.
I think we'll just sit back and let them argue it out. That would be
James Taylor episode.
That might be a new segment. We just get 2 random listeners to argue.
Did you like it? Yes. Did you not like it? Yes. All right, you get on and fight. I'll watch.
That would be there you go. Geek fights. You know.
Geek fights.
Ding ding. You know.
Bum fights.
Yeah, Sean. It brought up memories back to a time when
videotape bum fights.
When I don't think we're allowed to think that's funny anymore, but that shit was hilarious. Did you ever see the one where the guy like pretended he was like Steve Irwin?
No,
he was like he like snuck up on a guy. He's like, here we've got a wild one sleeping in the savannah. And he like jumped on the guy, and he was like, the guy's like, what the fuck? And he's like, calm down, mate. You're all right, mate. You're all right.
Terrible.
Why is it? It's bad. It's bad.
Nez wants us to bring back the Van Damme-ness, so
Taylor said it's not that bad. Okay. Right.
and then James ding.
I told because they have the action returns over there. I said if we're not going to continue that JCVD series, if you guys have no interest,
I have
continue it over there.
We need to continue.
Went down the road, and now guess what? Everything is on fucking video now. So now we got to go back and watch everything now.
I know,
right?
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta go back and watch everything.
We stopped with the what's it called? With the Rob Schneider movie.
Yeah, we need trailers. We need
no, we're not doing all that again.
Oh, you guys are crazy. Why not?
Because they're not even that old, and those were all good reviews.
Yeah, but they're not on YouTube.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not on YouTube. They're not even on our feed anymore.
Yeah, they're deleted, dog. Like, yo, we got to go back down that road again. Yeah, did you not know that?
Fuck.
I mean, I'd love to watch. Time Cop, and then
we're not altering that intro at all.
No,
in any way.
Amazing. No,
so
intro is amazing.
It's long, but it's staying that way.
Yeah, I thought we did some on YouTube, or that was all just the show.
That was all just a show.
Podcast.
We didn't do any Jean-Claude Van Damme movies on YouTube. And we need to do No Retreat, No Surrender again. And I think we need to show that scene where he's doing
I can go back down this road, but only
where he's got his friends sitting on him while he's doing those reverse sit-ups.
Okay, but we can't get to Rob Schneider and then be like, oh, they're not good anymore. We got to stop.
No. But he's got new.
I got my living
new movies too, and we never did JCVD. Like that's a good.
Never
movie.
Did Pound of Flesh. Never did none of those newer ones.
Listen, I got a limit on this shit. The 80s and 90s, okay.
No, it's a filmography drop.
Everyone.
I got so bored. of this shit. I was just like, I'm done with this.
You gotta do Welcome to the Jungle, all those movies.
Yeah, bugging, man. I'm tripping. You know? I can't.
But see, that's the thing. Like, some of them have gotten like good now. Like, not like great movies, but like fun movies. Yeah, I think so.
I think you're wrong.
I don't think I'm wrong.
Double Impact is fantastic.
Oh yeah. Again, that's like a 90s movie. I can watch that. I can go down that road.
Did we ever get to Double Team with Dennis Rodman? Did we do that one?
I think we did.
We did do that one. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because the Rob Schneider one came out like in the late 90s.
Yeah.
We got way down
where he like exploded out of his gym shoe. Remember that stupid ass scene? Oh my god. Yeah, we will at some point, probably after the Halloween and the holidays and stuff, look to pick that up. Maybe in 2025. Start 2025. Right.
They gotta start thinking we're a goddamn game studio the way you pushing these releases out.
2025 is right around the corner, man. Like, you know. Nez says Replicant was the last one we did.
Damn.
Possibly.
Thanks, Nez, for keeping up. Because I forgot.
Yeah. So
I watched the first 3 episodes of Rings of Power. I like it. It to me it's like Game of Thrones. Like you gotta just build it up. Like it doesn't bother me. I'm used to watching Game of Thrones, so like I'm not like jaded by like storytelling. Like it doesn't bother me. I don't think I'm gonna go like, oh yeah, every episode is gonna be action and packed. They gotta tell a story. So it reminds me of Game of Thrones. That's where I'm at. And there's a lot of episodes of Game of Thrones that are just fucking boring as shit. Like they're just talking. It doesn't bother me, man. So I like Ring of Power. I'm okay with it. It's getting shitted on, but I don't understand why. But those are probably like Tolkien like enthusiasts. Like they probably love and breed that shit. To me, it's just a story of the Game of Thrones lore, and I'm okay with it. I mean, Game of Thrones, but Lord of the Rings lore, and I'm okay with it. It doesn't bother me at all. Like I don't, it's something to watch, so I just watch it and I like it.
Okay. You can enjoy everything you want to enjoy.
I enjoy a lot of shit, believe me. I did start watching Chaos on Netflix. Now that's some shit I don't like.
That's that show with the KOAS, right?
Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, it is garbage.
Wow.
I do not like it. I started watching, I was like, this is bullshit. Like
I saw the trailer and I'm like, yeah, I'm not.
It's just doesn't.
I'm gonna turn on Seinfeld and fall asleep, and that's what I did.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did too. I started watching. I was like, "This is so fucking stupid." I was like,
I literally put on Seinfeld last night to go to sleep.
Me too.
You want to know why? You want to know why? Because it never like. Sometimes we put on movies, you get the flashy lights, like if they go through a club or a gunfight, and you're like, "What the fuck?" It'll wake you up. But like Seinfeld never changes. It's the same light source constantly. It's like having a warm blanket.
Mine's is Seinfeld, Superstore, Big Bang Theory. I just watch those just to go to sleep. Or Parks and Rec.
Futurama used to be mine.
I can't watch cartoons going to sleep because I'll be too like, oh, look at the colors.
You're like a toddler.
Yeah.
What? Squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't watch cartoons. It's hard.
That's too funny.
It's too cartoon.
we've been down a Seinfeld rabbit hole for a while now. It's just I don't know, like you said, Steve, it's like that comfort food, right? Like you just kind of sit there. It's monotone. Nobody's really screaming or anything except for George every now and then. He's
Okay.
easy to fall asleep to.
So Taylor, yeah, I started watching Terminator Zero. I'm not really like. I started watching. I'm just like, maybe I'm not an anime guy. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know. I feel like whenever we sit down and actually watch anime, we always like it, but it takes a minute for us to really get hooked into it.
Yeah, I didn't get hooked right away. I was like, oh, I can go back and watch this later. I'm not like, oh shit, I gotta watch Terminator Zero. I watched the first like episode, I think, or maybe 2 episodes, and I was just like, oh, okay. So
Did you see the trailer for the Battle for the Rohirrim or whatever, the Lord of the Rings animated movie that's coming out?
No, I was
that's anime. Lord of the Rings anime.
Dog, yo, let me tell you what I did watch still the trailer for, and you mentioned this shit last week. Was that fucking video game fucking show that's coming out? Steve,
did you watch that trailer? Secret Level?
Shit. I was like, oh
yes. The Mega Man clip, Sean, the Mega Man shot where he just puts his arm out and like just looks at the camera. I was like,
hello, did you watch that shit?
I did. Yeah, I can't wait to watch that. That I'm excited for.
Wait till they get to season 2 of that. When they get some more money and they can put some bigger games in there, you know they're gonna put Assassin's Creed and that shit. I'll do a Mario something or other. You know,
no, I would say
like,
maybe not Mario, but something in a Nintendo verse. Maybe a Metroid, something. You know, easy.
Maybe
that could be possible. That could be possible.
Mega Man's Capcom, right?
Mega Man's Capcom, yeah.
So maybe it's because of Capcom. Because like, what's God of War? Sony.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can get away with that. Maybe I don't know what places could get away with.
I mean, they probably could do Castlevania. I mean, even though there's an anime, but they could do their own different style. They could do a Contra because those are all non-Nintendo.
Like Contra, where they actually look like Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger as animated characters running through the jungle, fucking up aliens. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
give me that.
What else? What else do they have, Steve? They had other shit too. But
Sifu and some other stuff. Sifu's like that game looks kind of cool. There's a DLC you can get where you make a character look like a John Wick, like it's like a skin.
Sifu was what, Dreamcast?
No, that's a new game.
Oh, I thought it was Dreamcast. I thought it was Dreamcast.
It's like a fighting.
I think you're thinking about Shenmue.
Yeah, Shenmue. That's what it was. Sorry. Yeah, I'm all in for it, Steve. When you mentioned that shit, I went right away. I was like, "Oh shit, let me watch this shit." Yeah, that shit was tough.
Yeah, that Mega Man scene, like that's
yeah.
I love Mega Man.
I'm trying to get the 15 standalone. I'm trying to get the list.
Oh, the games.
Yeah.
What movies there? Oh, no,
featured game series. Okay, so they got Armored Core from Software. They got Concord, which is Sony Interactive. Crossfire, Dungeons and Dragons. There's a Dungeons and Dragons segment, Sean.
Yeah, but it wasn't Dungeons and Dragons that I want. But it's Dungeons and Dragons.
But that's they got Exodus, God of War, Honor of Kings, Mega Man, New World, Turnum. They got Pac-Man.
I'm sorry, Steve Archangel's counting that here.
They got
we love
Pac-Man.
you too, Archangel. We love you too.
Pac-Man, one that just says PlayStation. Sifu, Spelunky, The Outer Worlds 2, Unreal Tournament, and Warhammer 40,000.
So they're gonna have a Pac-Man episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, really it's like a robot Pac-Man.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, look kind of cool.
So can't wait for that. That's in December, I think.
I'm all in on that.
I'm
definitely all in on that. So
December 10th.
What's up, Carl?
They canceled one of my shows, The Dead Boy Detectives. I actually liked that fucking season. I actually really enjoyed the show.
I'm coming back.
I don't know who was watching Dead Boy Detectives, but like I thought it definitely deserved a season 2. But it's in the Sandman world, which I'm surprised they canceled it. But I would like to see him come back. I thought it was a really good show. I really did like it. I enjoyed it. It had some really cool supernatural monsters in it. It had really cool shit in there. Like it was like really cool ghosts and like it worked. Like it really did work. I don't know who watched it, but like to me, it really did deserve a season 2, but it didn't. So maybe I don't know.
I look at a lot of these shows that have been, because a lot have been canceled early, and it's like, I think streaming is tough, right? Because
Yeah.
if people don't stick with it, if it doesn't get enough, they invest so much money into making these shows for streaming that they need to get the payoff right away. And if they don't, they're just going to axe it. Because there's been a lot of good stuff that's gotten canceled over the years that was on streaming. So unfortunately, this one got it. I know a lot of people seem to have liked it a lot. I never watched it. I know, Sean, you've talked about it before. I just never gotten around to it. So
yeah.
James wants to know, I still have not watched season 4 of Umbrella Academy. I need to watch season 4 of Umbrella Academy. I do want to see how it finishes.
I don't even want to watch it. And I watched the other 3 seasons.
I know my girls loved it.
I didn't get into it either.
So
season 3, I was like,
I don't know. It's for me, it's been sports and horror movies. That's all I've been watching. So I've been watching a lot of sports. A lot of preseason football, baseball.
Of Umbrella Academy? I heard it was terrible. Like, I didn't.
Oh, the ending, they didn't like it? I did not know.
Did you guys see the?
Go ahead.
Did you guys see the? Well, I guess, are we getting into movie news now? Like, I don't even know.
Yeah, we can get into movie. I mean, unless you guys
anything for a toy box?
I was gonna say I don't have anything.
I didn't get anything.
No, this week I got big thing coming in this week. Oh, so awesome! I can't wait.
Damn, I can't.
I did finally get these things up though. So these things are actually. So I got my Star Wars up. So they actually. Yeah, right. I couldn't get them on the other day because I have a AAA batteries. But I do have 2 of these, and I know right where they're going, and they are sound activated. So like when I play with it, like I can. Excuse me. That's not what I meant, but when you
play with it,
you can see my voice move with the activation of it. So that's pretty awesome.
That's very cool. That is
yeah. So I got 2 of these to go with the Star Wars setup, and see how
I'm actually shocked neither of you guys picked up that or went to go hunt down that Batman popcorn bucket, the bat signal.
Well, I don't collect that
huge
anymore, so
I know you don't collect Batman stuff anymore, but I mean, I think that's kind of like a cool one-off that actually lights up. I
wish they had
could be in a corner with 80s and 90s stuff or something.
Yeah, I mean, I'm cool. I don't need it. Steve, yeah, he probably could definitely mess around with that, but because he has Batman stuff, like
not good enough for me. But Steve, you can have it.
No, I'm saying, like, because he has like all this stuff out there. Damn, I didn't even make it sound like that, bro. I was just like you could probably do something with that. Like, I don't have Batman.
I don't need no cheap ass popcorn bucket, Steve.
I didn't even say that. I didn't say that, Lil.
I know. I'm joking.
Don't put words in my mouth because I didn't say that. I just said Steve would probably have something like that. Like, I don't need it.
100%. Hell yeah, Sean. Hell yeah. There it is.
Man, take it.
So, was that all you had for the toy box? You had more?
That's all he has.
That's all I had.
There's a movie I didn't add to our 31 days list, but one night my wife was going to bed and we were on Tubi and she was like, I'm gonna put this. I was still drawing. She was like, I'm gonna go to bed, but I'm gonna just put a movie on for you. I'm like, all right. So she just picked one. It was called Bloody Birthday from 1981. Have you ever seen this?
Yes.
3 babies were born during the solar eclipse, and they develop without emotions, and then they start killing people. One of the kids in the movie just uses a gun, and he just straight up just blam, blam. I'm like, it's not even creative. Movie. There's two teenagers going at it in the van, and he just like opens the back door, like blam, blam. It's like, what is this? This is wild.
Yeah,
it was not good.
I thought you had on like VHS or something like that. The way you made it sound, I thought you had on VHS.
It's one of these weird ass movies where I was just like, what the fuck is even happening? And then it ends like they just arrested them. Like they arrest the kids. And then the credits roll. You're like, okay, I guess.
How did that happen? Yeah. But I do remember that. Actually, I think I even saw it on Tubi as well, and I think I might have looked for the trailer to send to you.
We're not reviewing that. It's no good.
Well, I mean, Steve, we've reviewed a lot of no good movies, so
It's true.
it's not gonna stop us now.
Did you see the Gambit
Deleted scene.
deleted scene?
Mm-hmm.
That was
That was the scene I was saying was
Gave me eyes.
playing on that screen in the TVA room. I was like, oh, that was like a Gambit thing playing on one of those little screens, and that was what it was.
Yeah,
And they gave him the light up eyes.
They did. That was cool.
So I was like, okay.
I wish they played the X-Men. That would have been tough. But I get it. Hey, it still was cool though. Will we see Gambit again? Maybe. I don't know.
We better, and it better be Channing Tatum.
I'm kind of in for it, man. I'm all on board for it, to be honest.
They need to give that costume a once over. Just tighten it up a bit, tweak it a little, like how Marvel does. They always tighten them up, and then they'll be all right.
I watched him on Jimmy Fallon the other day, and he was so happy, that he got to play Gambit, and he even said Ryan Reynolds really pushed for it. Ryan Reynolds, man, he is a good dude, dog, to get shit done, man. He really tries his best, and the way he pushed it, he was just dude, I want to get this done. I really want to do it. And Channing Tatum's he said he's been trying for the last 20 years to do Gambit. He's always wanted to do Gambit. He finally got a chance to do it. He was crying a little bit. You felt bad because it's he did try to push for it as much as he could. It just didn't work out. But then, I guess he talked to Kevin Feige about it. And then he was just I got a chance to do it. And I was happy to do it. Even if you don't see it again, as long as I got a chance to do it, I'm happy about it. I was like, that's cool. So yeah, that was cool. What else?
We got our first look at The Thing.
We did.
Kinda.
But is that gonna be that, or is that just
It's like a stand-in, something you can act against, how they had the Hulk heads walking around set and shit.
Yeah, but it was on a full body, right? It had a full suit and everything.
Body. Yeah,
I bet it's a mixture, right? I bet you it's a stand-in for some of it, but I also think they're gonna CG him up, but they're gonna use that.
I hope not.
To clean up the CG. Why? I like the look.
The clunky guy running around like a mascot costume. No way, man.
No, they're gonna make the CG around that. They're gonna CG it to make it look better, more fluid, but it's gonna be that size. And I love that they gave him the damn the forehead, the eyebrows. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see a Michael Chiklis version. But I thought it looked good. And I'm kind of liking these costumes. I like the it's kind of a hyper future foundation thing,
Yeah, I like it. They look cool. Some people
don't anything's gonna. I think that the only thing I don't like about this movie so far is Pedro Pascal, and I like him. I just don't like that he's every fucking buddy in every fucking thing. But he's probably gonna do great anyways, But that's the only small gripe I have. I think the costumes look really cool. I think Thing's gonna be the best thing we've gotten. I think Marvel Studios is gonna finally give us a good Fantastic Four movie.
It's a headpiece that needs some work. I agree, Carl. I think it does need some work, but I think that's where the CG comes in, right? They're just filming.
Yeah,
all this stuff. I mean, just the costumes. You see a lot of costumes are missing pieces and shit. One of the early Downey costumes as Iron Man was it was just he had a football pads on and stuff. So, Grizdever forever. Sorry if I'm butchering it.
Huh.
Yeah, I think there's an updated image of that with him as Gambit in the costume.
You know what news I read this week, and I'm a little scared of it, and I'm scared they're gonna go Kaiju is Jurassic Park Rebirth.
Oh, Sean, I have the premise pulled up right in front of me.
Actually, I was gonna bring this up too because I was curious since we're talking Fantastic Four next July. We have 3 potential blockbusters. Who the hell's going to win the box office? Or are they going to just steal from each other? You've got
Well,
Superman,
like
Fantastic Four, and
Jurassic
Park.
movies always play well. Dominion
I
did
know.
it, but
That's what I'm saying.
Dominion
Like,
did it, but that wasn't that movie's fault, even though that movie kind of sucked. But that was more of a bunch of other problems. And it still made money. So,
and the international box office plays well. So that's what I'm saying,
Jurassic
like,
World, the first Jurassic World, holy shit!
yeah, it was 1.6 billion for.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. We've got 3 potential blockbusters. We have Fantastic Four, the end of July, Superman, the middle of July, and Jurassic World, the beginning of July. Like, that's a lot for 1 month.
I could do it. I could do it.
Well,
I could go watch all 3 of them movies.
and we are, right? We're gonna go see all 3. But I'm just saying, like, when you're looking at these movies, like, they need legs to them. Like, they're gonna be in constant competition with one another. That's gonna be nuts.
Maybe they'll just all make a bunch of money.
Wait, Carl said something real quick. He said, I do like the way the thing looked.
That he looks like the thing from the comics.
Yeah, the hot toys on those, I'm very curious to see how the Human Torch looks. Because I've never seen a Human Torch hot toy before. So I'm very curious to see how that
That's right. Would they just have them all in flames, or would it be just
right? Like that's the one thing I'm kind of like. I think that Mr. Fantastic is going to be improved upon. The Thing's going to be improved upon. The Invisible Woman, I'm not sure what you do there you can't do the dotted line thing. So I'm not sure how we're gonna work that out. But
you can do a clear like Predator, that kind of.
Yeah, I think something like that.
Well, and they did that with Jessica Alba, right? Like they had that where you can see.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I'm not worried about.
But the Human Torch, like, I wonder, are they gonna even try to improve? Because like Chris Evans looked great with those same effects, that same kind of.
Yeah.
Like, are they just going to use that same style, or are they going to try to update it a little bit, make it look more comic accurate, where he's like more red, with the fire around him, as opposed to like the orangish white?
I'm trying to remember how he looked in Deadpool, because he did fly and flame on.
Yeah, he did. It didn't look bad.
But like you only saw his face for a quick second. That's why, because you didn't see his whole body kind of.
Yeah. True.
My curiosity comes with the Silver Surfer and how they're going to do that, and Galactus. Well, I think Galactus is going to be a full body person.
Yeah, we saw his eyes in that one.
Yeah,
his face coming up. I mean, I think
I don't think it's not the Silver Surfer, right? It's supposed to be another
Shalaba. It's Silver. So in the comics, Shalaba was Norrin Rad's girlfriend. So this is her take on it, that she's going to take on the power cosmic. So
we're not going to get a Silver Surfer. We're not going to get Norrin Rad.
I think we will. I think it's just we're not getting him right now.
Okay, I guess we'll see how that plays. Anyway,
well, let's look at it this way. If you want Silver Surfer in the movie, and he's probably, because it's a multiversal picture, right? Like, you're probably going to lose this Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
So to continue on in the new,
I mean, it might be cool as shit though. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, it may be cool as shit as her as the new Silver Surfer. Like, I'm not mad at it. We'll see how it plays. It might be cool. Steve's like,
they've done this before. It hasn't panned out any of the other times.
I know.
Go look at Black Widow. Moving on. Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yes.
5 years after the events of Jurassic World Dominion. So it's not a reboot. It is just a direct
sequel. It's a continue. It's a sequel.
The planet's ecology is proven largely inhospitable to dinosaurs. That's pretty cool, I guess, for us and not them. Those remaining exist in isolated equatorial environments with climates resembling the ones in which they once thrived. So like equator, middle of the world areas only. The 3 most colossal creatures within that tropical biosphere hold the key to a drug that will bring miraculous life-saving benefits to people. So, experienced covert operations expert Zora Bennett is contracted to lead a skilled team on a top-secret mission to secure the genetic material from the world's 3 most massive dinosaurs. When Zora's operation intersects with a civilian family whose boating expedition was capsized by marauding aquatic reptiles, They all find themselves stranded on an island where they come face to face with a sinister, shocking discovery that's been hidden from the world for decades.
Oh, God.
It sounds
Like Jurassic Park 3.
it's a boating product. They didn't get capsized.
That's true. They didn't get capsized. Yeah.
Those people had it worse. Like, remember they were like paragliding, like on the boat,
Yeah.
and then the boat went into they couldn't see the boat for a second, and then when they came back, it was just blood on the boat.
Yeah,
and nobody
this is
there.
done.
They're
Interesting.
like, we got to unhook ourselves, and then they just floated onto the island. So Zora Bennett, a top experienced covert operations expert, Scarlett Johansson, military.
She's Black Widow, so
professional.
it makes sense.
Mahershala Ali in this is one of her crew. Oh, I think it's kind of cool. Like, they're going to find the 3 biggest dinosaurs. Like,
Yeah, and then they're gonna start fighting, and then it's gonna be let them fight. so basically, they're kaiju's.
right? Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like none of them have the attitude that a Sir Christian Cole has on House of the Dragon. You know, where he's like, he sees the dragons and he's like, yeah, none of the shit we do even matters because they're here. So like, I don't even give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, like, they should all be doing the same thing. Like, dinosaurs, all right, like, whatever we do doesn't matter because they'll just step on us and that's the end of that.
Right, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna find this fucking magic blood that'll cure the world of stuff." Come on.
It's the MacGuffin. They gotta find a MacGuffin. That's every movie. It's
They're
got
like,
the MacGuffin.
if we get these 3 things, we could cure cancer. And I'd be the one saying, you know, we could already do that. We just don't want to. It's like, yes.
Conspiracy theories.
No, it's too much money in fucking medicine. So it's too much. It's way more expensive to keep treating the disease than it is to cure it.
Yeah,
That's too funny.
Carl went down a whole hot toy thing.
I was gonna say, Carl, I'm actually curious on the Hano Toys Black Suit Spider-Man if that's any good because I saw that and I was curious on that one. Why swap surfers? They could have used Firelord. Well, I don't think they want to use Firelord because they want, they already have Human Torch, right? So it's like
checking
you
boxes.
You don't want to. You don't want to repeat types of abilities. I think.
I would have probably liked more Firelord than anything. That probably would have been. That probably would have.
I would have gone with Terrax.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna let him tell the story. So we'll see what they got. Steve, you're on mute.
I'm excited for it. Fantastic Four looks cool to me.
Yeah.
How do you feel about Jurassic World 4? You okay with that?
I'm gonna go see that shit too. Dominion. I didn't like Dominion or Fallen Kingdom though. That's a problem. That's 2 out of the last 3 I didn't like. And I know a lot of people didn't like the first Jurassic World. I liked it.
Yeah, remember cool. we had an argument with Mike D.
No, Mike D bullied me on my own show is what happened, and it was bullshit. Love you, Mike. But I like that first one. I still think that first one holds up. But that second one just got weird. You're bringing all these dinosaurs to that man's house? Come on, man. What the fuck are you talking about? Doesn't even make sense.
So which of those July blockbusters do you think is going to be the best one?
Superman.
Steve is a liar. I do not have that. I have no hope for
That's
that.
my hope. I hope Superman's the best.
I'm probably gonna say Jurassic Park. Not really. I don't even know. I think Fantastic Four, man, because it's something new from the MCU, and it's the first family. And I think I mean, it's.
Well, wait. We got trailers. Wait till we get those first rounds.
Well, we haven't. I'm just saying this is a prediction now. What do you think will be the best?
Superman. My prediction.
Okay. I'm going Fantastic Four.
It's the start of the new.
Do I think?
There's going to be so much hype and shit going on for that.
Do I think Fantastic Four will beat Superman at the box office? Probably not. Superman is Superman, right? He's
the gold standard.
Yeah, I mean, so. But actually, it was funny because Alex and I were talking about this today, and I said, "Well, Man of Steel didn't crush the box office like everybody thought it would, so I don't know."
It's true.
So
I don't know why.
It's
That movie
interesting.
was awesome.
I know. I changed my tune on Man of Steel when we did our DC review on it.
I sometimes wonder if you change your tune because you just didn't want to fight with us.
No, but after we watched Batman v Superman, I said, well, it actually, I don't say ruined Man of Steel, but I think it hurt Man of Steel. Theatrical BVS.
Yes.
But Marvel does have it. You know, I mean, we just saw it with Deadpool. I mean, it's still. I can't believe that movie is still like it beat Alien Romulus. Like Alien Romulus won its opening weekend, and the second weekend, Deadpool won the weekend again. It's like a never ending moneymaker. And if Marvel keeps doing that, it's gonna build legs again. Where no matter what it does, no matter what it pulls out, it's going to be number one at the box office. So
that's dangerous. When they start getting that, then they start
I
getting
agree.
real fast and loose with their standards.
But I think they did go fast and loose, and now they're tightening things back up, right? Like I think that's why. But we'll see. Because we're going to see Captain America 4 is going to be, to me, like the make or break if Captain America 4 can do well. Yeah, just like you choosing DC.
I chose DC. Shocking.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, I picked it because I think it's got the backing, right? It's got a fan base built in. Superman,
but it doesn't matter if both of those movies are good, right? Objectively good. You're going to prefer Fantastic Four over Superman. If Fantastic Four is a good movie, and Superman is also a good movie. Yeah. Because you're a Marvel fanboy, you would prefer Fantastic Four over Superman just because of your natural inclinations.
Well, it's the
same for me. I do the same thing with Superman.
Characters I love more. Yeah, it's characters I love more. So
I can't wait. I really hope that I just want both. I want to have the same, right? Like I love going to Marvel movies. Every time I go to DC movies, I'm always like scared.
Sean's shaking his head.
I'm always scared of what DC is gonna fucking drop on us now. I just hope that I get to a Marvel level of comfort, feel like, oh, it's gonna be good. You know it is.
I have no faith.
You've literally loved every single thing James Gunn has done, and you're like, I have no faith.
I have no faith.
I have no faith in this man being in control of the characters that I love most, and I've loved every single thing he's made before. No faith.
No faith. No.
I have faith.
It's gonna be odd. You know why? Because like this is again, I'm not shooting anything down with James Gunn, but everything he's done, it's kind of been from the underdog perspective, right? Hey, we're gonna give you Guardians of the Galaxy. Hey, we're gonna give you the second Suicide Squad movie. You know, nobody cares about these properties, right? You look at some of the other things that he's done fantastic with, but is the pressure going to get to him having the gold standard character, right? Like he's got the gold standard character, and if he veers where people don't like the veering, and we've seen that, like even in good movies, but you put this character in there, or you did this.
Man of Steel was a veer for a lot of people.
It was.
They didn't like the kill Zod. They didn't like,
and it became divisive for a lot of people, even in its own fan base. I mean, I don't know.
But it doesn't matter because if you flip him around and make him a Boy Scout, then you're going to piss off the people that are like, oh, he's too goody two shoes. He needs to have some edge. But if you add any edge to him, then you're pissing off the fucking the fanboys that want him to be the big blue Boy Scout. Like there's no winning. It's just you have to have a majority think it's good, because all the Zack Snyder movies, the majority did not like it.
Yeah,
there was people that did like it, but it was a small minority group. Majorities, and that's the opposite with Marvel. Not everybody loves Marvel. People still talk shit on Marvel, but the majority like it. I want that flip. You're never going to please everybody, but I want the majority to be on the side of good.
No, and I completely agree with that. Like, it's about time that they pick up and do something. Because I mean, the majority liked the Nolan Batman trilogy. right? Like that, even though I know you guys actually didn't enjoy that as much as others.
Not the third movie. The first two are good.
Well, but you guys didn't love Bale as Batman.
No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, even though yes, the two movies were good, Heath Ledger's Joker is iconic. There were you guys, because of your fandom, had nits to pick. So
That third movie's got a lot of holes.
well, that third movie sucked.
That third movie's got a lot of holes.
And I love the first two. I was
This
actually
bomb will
surprised
go
that Batman
3
Begins.
months.
He is putting a lot of characters.
And that's I think my biggest problem right now with just hearing everything about that movie is just it feels so overstuffed for our introduction to his Superman. I get you. I'm not saying I want an origin story, and I think but you're throwing in so many characters, and I know they're secondary characters.
Exactly. I wonder how much screen time these characters are even getting. We've only seen them in behind-the-scenes shots from one day of shooting in one outfit, and they've never been seen again, and they've wrapped production. I'm assuming it's going to be like a scene, singular with this crew, just establishing that it's a lived-in universe. But
and a large universe, right? So
we'll see.
Yeah,
maybe it sucks because but damn! Now I'm just remembering it all. I watched also the new animated Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1. I know Part 3 just came out, but Sean, we used to love DC animated movies. The animation was so good. This new shit is trash.
That went away real fast for me.
I don't know what this new animation is with the thick black Batman Brave and the bold lines over everything, but it is off-putting.
Yeah, I stopped watching.
And not very good. So I didn't continue with the animated movie.
So remove the art. Was the story good?
Ooh, you would like the end because Thanos snaps. Not really. They build a machine that stops this fucking wave, this antimatter wave. The Flash has to run on this treadmill to stop it. They build the machine, it works. The antimatter wave passes through all these planets, doesn't blow them up. That saves the day. But then half the people dust away. Just like at the end of Endgame. Literally turn into brown flecks into the sky. I was like, man, somebody's getting sued. Like that's the exact effect.
It's comics. They do everything in comics. They both steal from each other in comics, so it's fine. But that's
like
it.
My inner Alil was offended. Like
that's interesting that they would do that, where Endgame is still like popular and talked about. The snap is still a thing.
They still have scenes showing it. It's still an important thing. That feels like an event that actually happened. We got to talk about the snap. Remember that shit? Remember the snap? Shit was wild.
So, all right. Well, I guess there's not much else to talk about this week. We do appreciate everybody joining us tonight. All the comment board was pretty full of life tonight. So we appreciate everybody there.
Early buzz on the Wolfman from Lee Winnell. Very good. I'm excited for that. I hope
good
werewolf movie,
man. For you, Steve, because
I need a win.
Was it Dog Soldiers, right? That's
the last good werewolf movie.
That's the last good one that I've seen that I really liked, and like a lot of the other thing, I was just like, okay, yeah, okay.
Agreed.
Is this part of the Dark Universe? This is part of the Universal Dark Universe, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I can't wait for that part of that theme park to get done so I can see what that's going to be like, because there's supposed to be the werewolf is supposed to have a big presence in the theme park here in Orlando. So
the look is what scares me, because it's
have you seen it? I didn't see it. Look,
I haven't seen the look of the wolf, the werewolf, but like that's what scares me, because I don't like Werewolf by Night werewolf. I don't like Wolfman original Universal. I don't like that. I want the long fucking snout, the big claws, all that shit.
Yeah, we'll see. I get that. So, all right. Well, on that note, thank you guys again. This is Lil.
This is Sean.
And this is Steven. Until next week, everybody, stay safe, be nice to each other, stay healthy, and keep it geeky.